Hello folks, and welcome to the second episode of Nigel's Allotment. I shall let Nigel tell us more.
Well, not a lot has happened. It's several months since we had a wander around this new plot in the middle of nowhere in South Leicestershire, and it looks like the purchase, the deal, is going through fairly soon now. So I've been given permission by the family to start working on it. And you can see, as we wander around, you'll see that various things have happened. I've done a lot of clearance of brambles.
Yeah, folks, he's got lots of manure here.
Yeah, we had about 4 tons delivered. Well, I say we, I've been doing it on my own, and it was dumped on the little track down there.
Right.
And I managed to stack it reasonably well. And I'm gradually putting it on the land. What I'm probably going to do is to keep the 2 beds where the manure is. They're going to be kept just out for manure deliveries, because this land has got virtually no organic material in it.
Right, so
it's got
sunlight in your eyes.
Yeah, it's a bit dazzling.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's very little organic material, which means that we've got standing water, and things are not going to grow very well until it gets slightly better drained. And it's very, very difficult to dig at the moment. In the summer it was like concrete,
Yeah.
and now it's squelchy and spongy, and you get very wet feet.
Okay.
So what I've got to do, I'm covering, I've dug some of it, but I'm covering what I can with manure, and I'm going to leave it there all winter, and with a bit of luck all the worms from the manure will go into the soil, and it'll start to bring it back to life. And round about April or May I shall start doing some bit of digging, not a lot, but just a bit of digging. As I want a new bed, I shall cultivate the soil for that bed.
Okay.
You okay?
Right, yeah, you're okay.
Not decided yet what to do with all of the hundreds of strawberry plants. I think probably I will keep quite a lot of them, but you can see the strawberry bed there, we've got standing water in it, so it's not going to perform very well.
No, they don't like water.
No. So I've clearly got to do something there. It might be a good idea just to dig the whole lot out and get some decent new plants. If you turn around there, you can see a bit better now without being dazzled.
Yeah,
What's happening. So what I shall probably do with the first 2 beds, the ones that are most distant from us, I shall move most of the manure onto the uncultivated land, and I leave about a 6-inch layer, and then I will put in probably marrows or squashes or something like that. I'll put potatoes in some of the completely uncultivated land, and then at the end of the season I'll be able to clear away all of the compost and the manure from those beds with the squashes and marrows in, and spread it on the rest of the land, and then I'll have an empty bed for more deliveries of manure next autumn.
Right. Have these barrows multiplied?
Well, I'm not sure about this, because I'm sure I've got a couple of extra ones that...
They weren't there before.
I don't think they were. I'm going to have to look at the original video that we did to see how many there are, because I reckon that certainly that one at the front there has been dumped there.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be quite useful. I mean, I don't object to it.
I think there was only one there before.
Yeah, well, I think you may be right. So I'll have
What
a
about the green ones? Were they there?
They were there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're full of quite nice compost.
Right.
And I'm putting those on the footpaths so I don't slip too much.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that, folks. You can see all waterlogged.
Yeah, I might have to dig some little drainage channels, because this site's on a slope, and I might be able to get rid of some of the water like that. And then lots of organic material needs to go on. Just got a little bit more bramble clearance to do at the back here. And in this corner you can see it's still quite a bit to do. I've been doing it all by hand with a pair of secateurs and some slightly larger cutters.
Don't you ever fancy using a brush cutter? And that?
No, I like the peace and quiet. It doesn't bother me if
No.
it takes me 6 months. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Because the apple breeding cycle's 7 years. What, 6
Yeah.
months? It just doesn't
Right.
matter.
Right.
I get a bit of peace and quiet as well. Eventually we'll be putting in the small apple trees in rows going across, and I should be putting some of the first ones in probably March or April.
Right.
You got anything you want to ask, or is that about it?
I think that's about it, Nigel.
Okay, well it's just a snapshot of what's up at the moment, and we'll be back when there are more developments.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot.